Hey everybody, happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully everybody had a good week. Today we're going to be making auto sugarcane farms. So started the process here. I'll be quite honest, I don't remember exactly who I got this build from. I think it was JC Plays, but I knew how to make it and just started making it, so I didn't even follow a tutorial this time. But anyway, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure credit needs to go to JC Plays on this one. So check his videos out. He's always great for Bedrock farm tutorials. He's fantastic. The best there is, in my opinion. So anyhow, I'm making sugarcane farms because I am looking to trade with my librarian villagers very quickly. And I need a lot of paper. I need an absolute crap ton of paper, which I don't currently have. So I need a lot of sugarcane quickly, and this is the best way I can think of to do that. So, as you can tell, I've already got the bottom portion of the farm built. Now it's just getting the planting the sugarcane and then just getting the minecart there and kind of letting it do its thing. One of the things that I think the latest like snapshot has introduced that would really help these farms is maybe it would hinder more than help, I don't know, but the adjustments that they've made to minecarts. And if y'all haven't looked into that, I honestly haven't really either. I'm going by secondhand information. But I've been watching a lot of IBX Toycat this week, and he's been covering that update in several of his last few videos, and it's actually something that I would like to use if it comes into the main game. Like, I don't really do anything with add-ons or any like snapshot features. I wait till it's officially in the game before I start using it. So that's that. Now, anyway, moving back to what I was going to say with the minecarts. So with them implementing certain changes, like for these farms, the minecarts would go a little bit faster. You wouldn't have to use as many powered rails, I guess. So I feel like that would make this a little bit more, efficient. So I think that would be something useful for this farm that I would really like to implement once it's in game. So I know that some of these farms can look a little intimidating, especially with the number of pistons and observers you have to use. And honestly, in my opinion, the observers are the hardest part. Because you got to go to the nether, you got to make sure you have plenty of nether quartz. And depending on where your nether spawn, I guess you call it, depending on where that takes you, you might have a substantially difficult time accessing nether quartz. I know I have in the past. This time, not too bad. I've been able to get a decent amount of nether quartz, which is very helpful. Anyway, for my setup, you need, if you're going by sides, my farm is like 11 blocks long, so I needed 22 observers per farm. Yeah, that's pretty steep. That's 22 nether quartz per farm. So obviously that's more than a lot of people would deem necessary, I suppose, but I'm trying to get a lot of it fast, a lot of sugarcane fast, so I was willing to make the sacrifice. Also, I don't really use nether quartz for a lot of stuff, so this felt like a justifiable use of it, even at that steep of a price. So anyhow, that's that. Now, one of the reasons that I did bring up the minecart thing earlier was this little thing that I encountered here in a second. This farm has worked perfectly fine for me in the past. However, for some reason, the minecart doesn't make it all the way around the track anymore, and I don't know why. It's possible that I could have misremembered this and missed out on some redstone, but as you can see here, I have placed some redstone in here and some redstone blocks. I converted some of my redstone dust into redstone blocks and placed them at spots on the track to kind of keep the cart moving. So this actually has worked very well so far. And if you're wanting to make a farm similar to this, then I recommend that, just so you don't have to spend too much time on any additional redstone. Just that'll take care of it. So my 2 cents. And I'll also be honest, I didn't realize until I made these farms originally, I didn't realize that you could grow sugarcane on dirt. I also didn't realize that waterlogging stairs would work, but it does. So that's actually a very useful bit of information to know for this. So yeah, that's why the farm is designed this way. So hopefully that's helpful information for you. No, I will say the use of polished deep slate, I hadn't really used it up until this farm, and that's because a texture pack that I used a couple of years ago changed the look of it and left a really bad taste in my mouth. But I actually really, really like polished deep slate. Using it for this farm, I just decided to try it because I had a bunch of deep slate that I wasn't going to do anything with. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this, just see how it looks, and if I don't like it, I can change it. Turns out, it actually is really, really nice looking, and I am going to be building with this block a little bit more, so just my 2 cents on it. Okay, so I am going to take just a couple minutes to talk about the villager trade rebalancing that Mojang has attempted to do. I know this is a controversial thing for a lot of people, myself included up to a point. In my previous world, my previous survival world, if you had watched the last series I did with 120, the 120 update on TikTok, then you would know that I also had some villager breeders and some other farms and this and that. So I had spent a good portion of time dealing with trading to find mending. And I know in the trade rebalancing they designated it specifically so that you could get mending from swamp villagers. Like any swamp librarian you found would have mending. That would be a guaranteed trade. And I gotta be honest, I like that, because if you have the predictability, like this specific type of villager, like this specific region of villager gives you this trade, okay, great, that's helpful. Obviously, villages don't spawn natively in swamps, so you have to kind of take villagers there and make it happen. But I mean, even still, that effort is not in vain. If you're looking for mending, you can do that and get it. And that's, in my mind, I feel like that is very valuable. Now, obviously, that does put a lot of other trades kind of, what's the word, at odds, or, it does mean you have to sacrifice a little bit for other trades and their accessibility. However, if it comes to that versus, having to farm villagers and librarians just to get one mending person, I kind of think it's worth it. But that's my thoughts. I want to hear yours. Comment below, please. Alright, so almost finished with these sugarcane farms and really excited to get to that next step of actually starting the trading process and see if I have any librarians with mending so far. I don't know. I haven't gotten to that stage yet, and I do plan on taking footage of that as soon as I start, because honestly, I know I haven't streamed in a little bit, so I'm considering that. Life has been so busy for me lately that I haven't found a good time to stream, so I genuinely apologize. I'm very sorry for that, and I want to find a time that'll work well, so let me think on that, and then I'll get back with you. about a date and time. Anyway, I did discover in doing this that I actually am going to need to light up underneath this platform so that my garden doesn't spawn mobs every time it gets the slightest bit dark. So anyhow, I just finished putting the water here. Now I'm going to lay down the sugar cane. And since I didn't have quite enough left here, I ran over here, got some more, and finished filling out my farm here. So yeah, it took a little bit more effort than I intended, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. So anyway, but yeah, so I know this isn't my farm, you know, it's JC, I think it's JC Plays build. So either way, I know he's got a really solid sugarcane farm tutorial, so go check him out, give him some support, and yeah, this is really helpful for me, and hopefully if you all liked this, or if you all think this is going to be helpful for you, drop me a like, drop me a comment, let me know. I'm curious. I'd like to see what y'all pursue in your Minecraft playing. And once again, I'll say, if you're on TikTok, give me a subscribe, or a follow. If you're on YouTube, give me a subscribe, like, ring the bell for notifications and everything else. And I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for tuning in today. Have a fabulous weekend, and we'll be back with more content on Monday. Hope you all have a wonderful time, and don't drop down and hurt yourself like I just did there. So, see ya.